Hey guys, welcome back. I'm going to do something a little bit different for you. If you saw my, I don't know if it's going to be my previous one, but if you saw my other swipe where I used this Chuck Swipe dishcloth and I wet it and I swiped down with that, and about halfway down I did my little swizzle swipe. I'm going to go again with that. Just because I wasn't that happy with my very first attempt, and it was my first attempt, I've never done it before, I have thickened my paints up a little bit. So instead of 1.5 parts pouring medium to 1 part paint, I've gone 1 to 1, so they're a bit thicker. No silicone oil in this. I don't want cells, I just want a pretty pattern, and then I'm going to balloon dip in the top where there's more black there. Plain black, and then it starts to swizzle. So that'll be the feature. So I'm hoping, cross fingers, that a slightly thicker mix will work better. And I've got just a regular balloon and I've put some water in it. I just find that it's better weighted. It's a little bit heavier, so I get better results. And it goes straight down instead of sort of flopping off to the side. Right, I have got an orange, a magenta. This is the little bit of red that I've got from last time. I've made it a bit thicker. I'll just put a little bit in. I've added some green. Hopefully that'll be all right. Turquoise, blue, and my swipe colour is black. So I've still got some of that left. So that's why I thought, I've still got paint left. I might as well go again and just thicken it up a little bit and see what happens. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do is layer my paints. Now last time I just did stripes. This time I'm going to kind of blend it a little bit more, just to see if I can get a little bit more of a sort of pop colour coming through. So I'll just do that. I won't scrape them all out at the moment. We'll see how we go, if I need any scraped. I like the pink across the top, so I'll do that. See how they're overlapping a little bit? So just to get a little bit of different colours by blending. Now the red, just a little bit, still a decent amount, but just in a few little areas like that. I hope it's not too thick now. I hope I haven't gone the opposite way. I'm not sure what the green's going to do. Hopefully I don't have one colour that's going to take over. Here goes my turquoise and some blue. So there we go. That is all down. Now I need to basically just cover the whole surface. I'd like pink on the top though. I'll just scrape all that out. I'm going to lose most of it when it tips over, but I'd like some pink on the top, directly under the black, if I can. So I don't want to lose that pink. I will be putting black over the top of it, so I'll just leave it like that. Right, now we'll just tilt, plenty of paint here, tilt to cover my sides. After I've done this, because it's Sunday today, after I've done this, I'm going to go down to Coles, to my local supermarket, and do my grocery shopping and see if I can get some toilet paper. Oh, it's so funny. Australia's in a toilet paper crisis. Everyone's hoarding toilet paper because of the coronavirus. Like, seriously, it's not that kind of virus. It comes out the other end, not down below. I don't know. I think people have seen on the news, people overseas, like in the States and things, quarantining themselves. And they think, oh, if I get quarantined at home, I might run out of toilet paper. Don't worry about the milk and the bread and the, you know, the long life milk. Better get the toilet paper. So anyway, I'm going to see. I do need to go grocery shopping today. So I'll see if I can get some toilet paper. People have been fighting in the grocery aisles about toilet paper. It's just bizarre. What are you doing, Australians? Putting the rest of the world to shame, I tell you. There we go. I think that's enough paint. All right, let me clean my hands. I've only got one cloth in here today. Where's my others? Oh, the others are still in the laundry because I rinsed them after the other pour and I haven't brought them back in. I might have to go and get one. Those are all dirty now. Right, let's put that down. It's just basically to catch my bit of chucks. Now this, it sort of comes in four, like it's a square, they've folded it, but I've just kept that in half. I've cut it in half, so I've got a double thickness there, and I'm going to spray that top end. Now it's quite absorbent, so it needs quite a lot of water because it is a dishcloth. I just have to put my hand there, so I'm not going to spray the canvas. Need quite a lot of water. Okay. I think that's wet enough. Let's go again, just one more time. Just holds so much water. My little spray bottle, it wants to be held up straight, hey, they don't like being laid down. Right, now a little bit of black, and I'll pour some, so hopefully it goes over the edge there, and then just a little bit. Don't need very much at all. Hopefully that's gone over the back. I can't see it at the moment, but hopefully it has. So don't need very much at all. Just going to level that up. My last one I actually did 2 swipes, so I'm thinking maybe I do need to have 2. I've got my other half of my chuck swipe here in case I do need to do another one. I just got more colour through when I did my second one, the second swipe. So no oil in this. Now because it keeps flopping like that, I found the easiest way is to hold it up like that and touch into the black. Okay, and then swipe, and then when I get about halfway down, I'll start my swizzle. A lot more pink this time. Always tend to get a little bit more muddy down here. Yeah, I don't know why. Like when I swipe with my plastic, I don't get that. I'm just thinking, shall I go again? I might go again just to see if I can get some more bright colours through, because that's what I did last time and I was really happy with that. So let's do that again. Let's wet this new one. And there's plenty of paint on there, so it doesn't matter if I go again. Okay. Now I'm just going to run it over the very back edge there. Catch that. Okay. It's down all the way. Let's go for it. Oh, look at the pink. Oh, and there's some more colour coming through. That's what I wanted. And let's start our swizzle. Okay. That's pretty, isn't it? It's got more lighter, brighter colours coming through on this one. What's that? Is that a bubble? Is that a bubble? Or is that just a bit of paint? It probably doesn't matter because I'm going to, I'll dip my little balloon over the top of that anyway, no doubt. something in there. Right, so what do we think of those colours? Should get some really pretty ones when we dip the balloon. Now, same as last time, I'm going to turn that around and then I can bring you in for a close-up. Let me move that out of the way. Put down a fresh piece. I like to be organised and tidy. Got my balloon ready. All right, let me take you down for a close-up so that you can see all the good bits. So yeah, the colours do blend a little bit, even though I made them thicker. They are still blending, but hopefully when I start doing my little balloon dips, I'll get some pretty colours coming through, hey? So I don't want to disrupt the swizzle part. I only want a balloon dip up here. And I think I've made my area up here a bit bigger this time. Not too big. I mean, this is the feature, I guess. It's probably a third of straight down and then starting to swizzle. Righto, let's see what we get under here. Just got to remember not to push too hard up here because there's the least amount of paint at the top there. And if your paint is kind of puddling in the middle there, then you've got too much paint on, so you might need to go a couple of times. I'll move on and then I'll come back to that after the paint's kind of puddled there. I can see it's still puddling there, so I'm wiping that off. I'll do a couple just in the. It's puddling a lot more with the thicker paint. I might have to actually leave it and come back to it after I've done my grocery shopping. Yeah, that's what I didn't want to do. Remember I said last time, don't go over too much because then you get that circle rather than the little starburst. Still getting lots of puddling there. I think I will have to just wait, or maybe I can do like a first, oops, balloon slipped. Do a first round and then I'll let it dry a little bit and then I can come back to it, hey? So let's go over it once or twice and then I'll give it a few hours. I'll come back to it later on this evening once it's had a chance to dry a little bit. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? The green up there. So because I've zigzagged my colours, I've got a lot more variety of colours coming through. Way too much paint on the surface. And I guess it's because you know, I did make my mix thicker this time, so there's more paint. Yeah, because it's thicker. Oh, there's a bit of orange popping through there. This middle's a lot of green and blue just here. Oh, look at that little touch of turquoise just coming through. Fold that over so I can use the other side. And just remember to wipe your little balloon each time because you want to remove paint from the surface, not add it every time you dip again. So just to make sure that you clean your balloon each time. be all right. The problem with leaving it, I guess, is I don't want the medallions. I want the starburst. You know, I don't want those circles around it. I'd rather have the starbursts like I'm getting now. I always have trouble with the edges. Maybe I'm going to have starbursts and medallions by the looks of it. Now let me just, need another piece of paper towel. One sec. Get another one. Fold it over. Okay. And I'm just using a little balloon. I don't want, because it's only a little canvas, you know. If you had a huge canvas, then by all means use a bigger balloon, but I just wanted something that's going to be matching in size to what the canvas is. It's looking okay. I think I can keep going, taking enough paint off. Getting some other colours coming through, which is nice to see. Look at that red coming through, orangey red there. Ooh, look at that one. That's pretty. So the more paint I'm taking off, the more colours I'm getting through, coming up from the bottom. Oh, you're pretty. Yes, you are. And one more. Just there. Oh, you're very pretty, aren't you? So up here where there's not much paint, it's the same kind of look as if I was balloon dipping on a dry canvas. You get that round medallion look. And then when there's lots of paint, you get this more starbursty kind of a look. So when I did that painting with the little birds on the branch in blues and greens, and I did my balloon smashes, that was a dry surface, so I got all the rounds, which is what I wanted. This one, I mean, I've got a couple, but what can you do? It is what it is. I wonder if I can maybe, no, let's just leave it, hey? If you're 70% happy with something, leave it. I can do one more here though, I think. Just on that top little swizzle. Oh, you're pretty. Who else talks to their paintings? Am I the only wacky one? A wacky woman? Alrighty, that's pretty. Totally different to the last one. I wonder if I can get the last one up and show it to you. Just wiping my balloon off there. Now, I just need to go around and make sure that my edges are all covered. And then, oops, I need some black over here. Missed that little bit. And then I can go and tackle the supermarket and see if I can get myself some toilet paper, hey? How bizarre, how bizarre. I don't know if the green was a good match in there. Oh, look, I don't know. It's still pretty. So I've got some, you've got a bit of red there, purple, green, some more red, some pink. Yeah, it's kind of blending in, really pretty. Love this pink at the top here. That's really pretty. That's because I put the pink across the top, and I knew that I wanted to have the black dragging straight over the pink to get that effect. Now let me just go and grab the other one. So So this one, I had the top area much smaller. Actually, just turn it round. So it's facing the same way. So I had this one much smaller. The swizzle area is much bigger, isn't it? So that one's, this one's sort of more pinky greeny. This one's more turquoisey orange. So it just depends what, I guess what colours are kind of taking over. But they should look nice, like next to each other. I think they'll still look pretty, hey? Nice little feature. Let me get my gloves off and I'll bring you down for a little close-up. I'll turn my ring light off though, otherwise all you see is the reflection of a big white LED ring light above. Turn that one off too. Is that better? I don't know. I never know what's better, on or off. So you can see how there, I've got the circle, the definite circle around, because there's not much paint there. And then over here, you get that gorgeous sort of starburst. I know it looks kind of blurry, but it's not. It's just how the paint's being drawn in from the straight lines into that circle, into the balloon dip. So it gives that kind of hazy, starbursty kind of a look. And then I'm getting really pretty colours coming up through the centre as well, like petals in the middle. Look at those stripes, how they've been drawn into the starburst there. And we've got those beautiful pink and lime together. And then it changes and we get into the purples and the pinks over here. More red on the outside. And don't worry about your little edges there. It's just part of the design. It looks so much duller, more dull. Dull is not really a word, is it? It doesn't look as bright through the camera, but when I take a photo of it and I put it up on YouTube, oh, it's kind of looking a bit brighter there. But yeah, it just doesn't, the camera doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. So there we go, pretty pretty. Hope you enjoyed that. Do you like this one more that's got more pinks and greens in it, or did you like the other one that had more orange and turquoise in it? Hey, which did you prefer? These are fun. I really like doing these. They're really fun. And you don't have to worry about overstretching cells and whether you get cells or not. It's just a little bit of fun. So have a go. I'm sure anyone can do this. All right. Love you and leave you. Go and fight the supermarket queues. All right. I'll see you real soon for the next one, okay? We'll have some more fun pouring together. Okay. Bye for now.